What's good, y'all? It's Classic MMA here, and today I'll be telling y'all why Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez won't be close. Now let's get into it. So I'm gonna break down styles of these fighters first, and then I'll break down who I think wins off that, and then we'll go beyond that. So Sean Strickland style, very defensively sound boxer who fights in a very unique stance, which uses the Philly shell a lot to deflect shots. So he's one of the best defensive fighters in UFC history. I believe he has like a 65% defense or something like that. So he's pretty great defensively. Has decent output, but he looks pretty low output at times because he mostly throws jabs and teeps. But if you actually look at what he's landing strike wise, he actually lands pretty well, around 100 strikes a fight. He also has a pretty solid ground game and is nearly impossible to control on the ground, as we saw in the first Drick DDP fight. Drickus got 6 takedowns, but Strickland stood up in less than 10 seconds every time. The biggest flaw with Strickland's style is just sometimes playing it too safe and not getting out of the judge's scorecard. For example, in the Jared Cannonier fight, he probably should have won that fight, just based on output, but Jared Cannonier just looking more convincing with his strikes was able to win. Sean Strickland also has insane cardio, basically able to fight the same way as he did in the first as he does the fifth. He has pretty insane cardio. Overall, Strickland's a very well-rounded fighter, got very nice boxer. Now on the side of Anthony Hernandez, his style, he's a very high-paced chain wrestler who spams a lot of takedowns using very basic entries, so he's not going to be, crafting it up with the double legs, giving you a crazy, inside trip or nothing. He's just going to shoot a basic takedown and then keep on spamming those till he gets it. Has an insane gas tank and usually wins by making his opponents break with pressure, as we saw in the Roman Dolidze fight, his last fight, where he just put an absolute belt to that man, made Roman Dolidze beg for mercy in the Michel Pereira fight, which is also very dominant. Just him giving that man belt. Striking wise, he has a very basic volume striking game with not much power, and usually uses it to set up his takedowns. Isn't looking to be too fancy. He has underrated kicks though. I'll say that watching his tape, I saw his kicks are pretty nice. We'll throw an occasional spinning head kick or something. His only weakness seems to be his body, is he always gets hurt there in nearly every fight, and is what caused his only loss to Kevin Holland, 5 years ago at this point? His body is probably his biggest weakness. So who do I favor based on those styles? Well, you read the title of the video. Sean Strickland by unanimous decision. I'm picking the 3-1 underdog here, and you may wonder why. Let's get into it. Let me tell you why Sean Strickland is going to win this fight, and I'm very confident. Level of competition, first thing. Strickland is a former champ who has beaten 2 people in the top 5 of the division currently, and number 2 Mavov and number 5 Brendan Allen. Fluffy, on the other hand, his best one is Brendan Allen, who Strickland KO'd. Well, Fluffy had a very competitive fight where he got rocked in the 3rd round. Some of Fluffy's only other ranked level wins besides Brendan Allen include guys like Roman Dolidze, who is trash. Roman Dolidze is trash. Come on, bro. Roman Dolidze should have never been ranked. The only reason he was ranked is because he beat Marvin Vettori, who's even worse by this point. Michel Pereira, he's awful. Michel Pereira legit has 2 minutes of cardio. Roman Kopylov, I mean, Roman Kopylov, dude, he's a 34-year-old prospect. Roman Kopylov is incredibly mid. He breaks the pressure. Any sort of adversity gets thrown in his face, and all of a sudden he's trash. We saw that in the Paulo Costa fight. We saw that in the Fluffy fight. We saw that in the RoboCop fight. The guy is just not good. And all of these guys who Fluffy's beat, they shouldn't be ranked in the first place, and all of them have a very common theme, a very common weakness. They all have bad cardio. So of course Fluffy will beat them. Now this will be Fluffy's hardest test by a mile, as Strickland will have the same cardio, if not better. And I don't know if Fluffy passes this test. Next up, we got questionable durability. Even against the most middleweights known to man, there are. Fluffy has still struggled. In the Brendan Allen fight, he got hurt bad by body kicks and got rocked bad by a right hand, but got saved by Allen's poor fight IQ because this guy was jumping on back takes and stuff, thinking he was some jiu-jitsu wizard. Allen was fighting a complete disabled person or something. I don't know how to describe it. And even against someone as mid as Michel Pereira, he still got rocked by body kicks, and before Pereira gassed out, he was backed up against the fence having to eat big shots against Michel Pereira, who's terrible. He sucks at fighting. Michel Pereira's terrible. Come on. And even against a pure BJJ guy in Rodolfo Vieira who got KO'd by Bo Nickel, he before Fluffy was still getting rocked up on the feet by him, which is just not a good look at all, my man. He also literally was TKO'd by Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland by a body knee. I'm sorry, but if you're losing to Kevin Holland, no way you're even close to championship level. Get that out of here. And y'all might be saying, oh, you're just talking. He never got rocked in any of these fights. I got proof. Look at here, Brendan Allen, body kick, making him go, oh, I don't like this, but I don't like this, sir. Don't body kick me there. And then we got that right hand, making him just not look too pretty. That's all I'm gonna say. Then here we got some evidence. We got some more. Got Kevin Holland literally finishing this man with a body knee. Like Kevin Holland. Yeah, the Kevin Holland, Mr. I don't even know, Kevin Holland. The guy who shows up with, doesn't even get a haircut before the fight. Shows up a couple hours before the fight, didn't train. Like, that guy finished Fluffy Hernandez. I mean, Michel Pereira. Like, come on. Michel Pereira has you doing this against the fence, begging for mercy, bro. Get that out of here. And then now the next thing, Sean Strickland's underrated ground game. Strickland has very good takedown defense. I mean, no one's ever been able to hold him down at middleweight. Even against DDP, who's a very strong, huge wrestler, he got 6 takedowns on Strickland, but he didn't get more than like 10 seconds of control time, as anytime Strickland would accept the position and then just stand right back up. And his ground game is very underrated. Like, at middleweight, he's legit. That's the only fight he's ever been taken down really in and got controlled for, what, 5 seconds? You can point to the Usman fight, I guess, but that was at welterweight like 10 years ago, so who cares? A common misconception on what Strickland loses to. Strickland loses to guys who are big and powerful and have big knockout power and put him on the back foot, like Dricus du Plessis and Alex Pereira. Fluffy is neither of those things, as he's a very basic striker and he's pretty undersized for the weight class, which will make it hard for him to get takedowns in this fight. As a lot of people think Strickland loses to pressure, but he doesn't. What he loses to is guys who are big, physical, have knockout power on the feet and are very good strikers like DDP and Alex Pereira. Is Fluffy any of those things? He's not big. He doesn't have any KO power. He's none of those things. He's a bum. Like, I don't mean to say it, but that's how it is. So here's what I think is going to happen in this fight. I think the first round will be the most competitive round of the fight, and we will see Fluffy spam a lot of takedowns but not get much control time. And while Strickland will look a bit slow on the feet to start, he'll just be making his reads, jabbing, teeping, Sean Strickland stuff. But after that round, I think the fight's going to be pretty one-sided in my opinion. As for rounds 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think Strickland will be jabbing Fluffy up, landing his teeps to the body, which I imagine will hurt Fluffy at some point, and this will be a pretty clear 49-46 or 50-45 decision win for Sean Strickland. As he's just the better fighter, like his striking is... Sean Strickland's just too big of a step up for Fluffy in my opinion. I don't think he has a chance in this matchup. I favor Strickland like 99-1. I think Strickland's gonna beat up Fluffy. All I'm gonna say is that man better just pray he makes it to the decision. That's all I gotta say for Fluffy. So anyways, short video today, but I just wanted to get some stuff out of here. Wanted to let y'all know what I think of the fight. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I got my full card predictions on Friday. Sorry it's not coming on Thursday. I've been a little busy this week, so I'll have my full card predictions out on Friday, and then. So anyways, hope y'all liked the video, man. I thought I did a pretty good breakdown here. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Do you agree, disagree? Do y'all think I'm on drugs? Like, what do y'all think with my take on Sean Strickland being Fluffy? Anyways, I'll see y'all.